Good afternoon and welcome. It's really wonderful to see so many people here today for yet another wonderful celebration. By the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends, it's my genuine privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the 8th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2022. I'm also delighted to welcome to the ceremony key supporters of the university who found time in their very busy diaries to be with us today. And a very special welcome to our honorary graduate, Mr. Matt Baker, BEM. We're delighted to be able to honour you today, Matt. Each year, the Open University awards a range of qualifications that you've all worked so hard for, from certificates of higher education to doctorates. Throughout 2022, more than 8,000 graduates are being presented for their qualifications at our degree ceremonies. For my colleagues, and certainly for me, they are highlights of our year because we're celebrating your success, and I genuinely mean that. I love coming to Open University degree ceremonies. The ceremonies are held throughout England, as well as in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland. You're graduating from the largest university in Europe with an extraordinary scale, scope, and reach. And the success of the university is down to what our graduates achieve. Not just the qualification you're presented for today, but the difference that you'll make with it when you go out into the world. So it goes without saying that today is a very important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families and loved ones, as well as the university and my colleagues who, I hope you will feel, have nurtured and supported you. Now, you could be forgiven for thinking that the occasion is so important that it must be solemn, but you'd be quite wrong. In every sense, this is a day of celebration for you and for your family and friends. So I will be personally very disappointed if anyone crosses the stage today to anything less than thunderous applause or whatever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support, within reason. So with that in mind, could I ask all of today's graduates who are able to do so to stand? Families, friends and Open University colleagues, let's start today's ceremony by giving all our amazing graduates a huge round of applause. Okay, you can sit down again. There may be some getting up and down throughout this, but I will warn you. And that's brilliant. That's the kind of noise I expect for everybody. Okay. There's one more way you can show your appreciation to your graduate who's here today. If you post messages or photos on social media, be sure to use the hashtag OUFamily to share your congratulations and celebrations with the wider OU community, because your graduates are now part of the OU family and they will continue to be so. And I personally love looking at all those social media posts around the successes that our students have had. Today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of those graduates who've gained higher degrees and first degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws. They'll be presented by Mr. Billy Coker, Head of Student Support in Academic Services. We will then see the awarding of the honorary degree of Master of the University to Mr. Matt Baker, MBE, and Professor Byron Dweck, Professor of Music in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, will present Matt, who will sign the honorary graduate's book and make a reply. Then we will continue our presentation of graduates with those who've gained Bachelor of Science degrees and diplomas of higher education. And I will conclude the ceremony with a final address to the graduates. I now call upon Billy Coker to present graduates.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Classical Studies, Michael Redmond. Pauline Robinson. Teresa Belt. For the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, I present Samuel Bryant. Eileen Castledine. For the degree of Master of Arts in Crime and Justice, I present Pauline Morris MacLeod. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, I present Joseph Kelly. For the degree of Master of Arts in History, I present John Lamb. For the degree of Master of Arts in Philosophy, I present Alexander Burton. For the degree of Master of Arts in Translation, I present Simon Bentley. Emma Jackson. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Heather Bamford. Xavier France. Rob March. Rachel O'Dell. For the degree of Master of Business Administration Leadership Practice, I present Karen Bailey. Thomas Cowdrey. Katie Dykes. Patrick Gollop. Jack Hales. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Anton Peterkin. For the degree of Master of Laws, I present Joy Muzumala. James Proctor. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing, I present Joseph Magnell. For the degree of Master of Science in Development Management, I present Claire Scott. For the degree of Master of Science in Engineering, I present Luke Morby. For the degree of Master of Science in Finance, I present Paul Harrison. Lakaya Owen. For the degree of Master of Science in Forensic Psychological Studies, I present Richard Parr. Teresa Roberts. For the degree of Master of Science in Mental Health Science, I present Leanne Whitehurst Maiden. For the degree of Master of Science in Science, I present Nicole Mammon. For the degree of Master of Science in Technology Management, I present Timothy Woolridge. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Management and 2 Bachelor of Science degrees, I present Stella Tisha. For the degrees of Master of Science Open and Master of Art in Education, Applied Linguistics, I present Paul Preen. Pro Vice-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws degrees and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Natasha Adams. Asma Ajaz. Okichuku Achiwi. Anisa Ali. Alfred Amara. Karen Bagshaw. Colin Bancroft. Philip Barks. Andrew Barlow. Pamandeep Bassi. Alicia Baxter. Kaylee Bentley. Kelsey Benton. Aaron Bibby. Amira Bisma Noor. Alan Boss. Alex Bott. Nicola Brierley. Jessica Brown. Jennifer Buckland. Gwen Byron. Bethany Carter. Michelle Casey. Helen Chirara. Samantha Clarkson. Charlotte Connor. Mara Kupini. Kate Dabrowski. Stephanie Daly. Melissa Davenport. Elizabeth Davis. Matthew Dawson. Julia Day. Ian Dunn. Anna Doherty. Rebecca Drake. Gail Duddy. Jolanta Dorakowska. Nadine Escoffery. Gwenan Evans. Cassie Fairhurst Williams. Adam Fallon. Danielle Fenn. Elizabeth Flanagan. Rebecca Fletcher. Jodie Forrester. Claire Fraser. Jonathan Fry. Hayley Garrett. Joanne Gartland. Ruth Garvey. Sharon Gates. Sharon Gates. Amy Gemmell. Dawn Goodwill Bagan. Sandra Graham. Grace Hammonds. Jack Hargreaves. Rebecca Harley. Chantal Howarth. Susan Hayes. Veronica Hayton. Rebecca Hazelwood. Gina Hurd. Pamela Heron. Emily Hewitt. Alexandra Higginbottom. Diane Hornby. Emily Hurley. Sadia Hussain. Suzanne Ingham. Amanda Jenkins. Jackie Johnson. Rebecca Johnson. Patrick Kangwa. Marianne Kay. Muniba Khan. Aneta Lalovich. Jeremy Lane. J. Lee Wade. Kerry Lynch. David Mackenzie. Victoria Mara. Donna Martindale. Kirsty Mayers. Paula McBride. David McCabe. Claire McCaffrey. Louise McMahon. Rebecca McRae. Sarah Mystery. Zoe Morris. Sam Morrow. Shinaz Munir. Luth Nahimana. Tabassum Nawaz. Amy Neal. Zoe Newbound. Natalie Nicholson. Manda Nolan. Emma Owens. Michael Papadopoulos. Elizabeth Patterson. Heather Penfold. James Pettit. Claire Platt. Chloe Purcell. Sadia Ramley. Alexandra Rees. Jill Ribbons. Charmaine Rigby. Gina Roberts. Lucy Roberts. Simon Robertson. Jane Schutzer. Joan Scott. Donna Shaw. Josephine Shaw. Cara Shorten. Elsie Smith. Diane Stanistreet. Heather Stanley. Ian Stead. Lee Stokes. Fouad Souley. Diana Turner Arce. Anne Wakelam. Ashley Walker. Fiona Ward. Jennifer Weatherer. Melanie Williams. Kelly Wolfe. Leanne Wright Priestley. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, I present Justin McCormick. And for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, I present Gilbert Adede. Leanne Burton. Esme Flannery. Kelly Jackson. Majidat Lawal. Wilson Muigai. Christopher Norton. Molly Stalker. Nicola Vale. Elizabeth Walker.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, guests. Matt Baker is a musician, composer, director, and performer who has dedicated his life to inspiring an inclusive musical practice, bringing together diverse groups within and beyond his local community. Born and raised in Chester, Matt's earliest musical influences ranged from classical and church music of the Baroque period through to the pop music of the 1980s. He sang in his church choir and played in a cabaret group and an indie band. Eclectic interests and a profound commitment to his local community remain hallmarks of his career. Matt is perhaps best known for his work as artistic director for Chester's pioneering Theatre in the Quarter. Committed to imaginative and innovative artistic practice, the company developed from a community project collecting stories of Second World War and has since gone from strength to strength. Recent productions have included Walk My Journey and The Lost Boy, sensitively involving children and young people in exploring and honoring the stories of refugees and asylum seekers from Africa and the Middle East. The company prides itself on its performances out in the community, from village halls to railway stations. Matt has been the composer and musical director for Chester's acclaimed mystery plays 4 times and will assume this role again for the 2023 cycle. His commitment to mass participation means that he creates the music around the performers, writing parts for any musician or singer who takes part, regardless of age, experience, or background. He was instrumental in establishing an open-air passion play that has attracted thousands of participants and spectators during multiple stagings in the streets of Chester. He has also written music for theatre productions as far afield as Stoke and Southampton. Matt is the founder and director of the choir A Handbag of Harmonies, a charismatic all-women popular music group with an international profile. Since their success on the BBC's Last Choir Standing, the choir has featured on several television shows and contributed to events from the Cultural Olympiad to Manchester Pride. More recently, Matt founded the LGBTQ+ choir Proud Marys, an ensemble which celebrates both diversity and music. Last year, Proud Marys represented the UK at the global launch of ABBA's first album for 40 years. Matt is also director of music for the University of Chester Choir and for the Patchwork Choir, an ensemble for adults with a range of additional needs. During lockdown, Matt sought new ways to bring people together through music, taking his accordion out onto the streets for joyful games of Name That Tune, establishing new forms of online choral participation, and creating online music videos, including a Christmas film based in Chester. Last year, Matt was honored with a British Empire Medal for services to the community during the pandemic. At the Open University, we share Matt's belief in the transformative power of music and of the arts, and his commitment to ensuring that these are accessible and inclusive for all. In keeping with this, our own undergraduate degrees in music are open to students who are at any stage in their musical development and who make music in any tradition. We're therefore delighted to celebrate his joyful and inspirational example. Pro Vice Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you for the honorary degree of Master of the University, Matt Baker.
Pro Vice Chancellor, members of faculty, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, congratulations, everybody. I have to say, normally when I stand in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, it's normally, I don't know, 1,000 bank managers who I have to get to sing Spandau Ballet, or 800 farmers who I have to get to sing ABBA. Actually, maybe I should try something. But if I went, when you're alone and life is making you lonely, you could always go. Oh, brilliant. Way, you know you make me wanna. Fantastic. You've passed the test. Okay. But I want to say thank you for this incredible honour, not just on receiving this honorary master's degree, but principally because I have the opportunity to share this very short moment with you all here today. Actually, I'd love to ask something of our graduates here. I want you to just put up your hands if during this journey to getting here, to receiving your degree, you were also working. Anybody put your hands up? Oh my goodness. Put your hands up if you were, yeah. And put your hands up if you were carers in any way. And put your hands up if you've been running a family. And finally, put your hands up if you declare some form of disability. Amazing. Amazing. And yet here you are, all receiving your degrees, your master's degrees, your doctorates. And you've achieved this despite so many personal challenges. I was listening to some of them as you went past. And you achieved this during one of the most incredibly challenging times in recent history. And you've gained your degrees from one of the most progressive universities that exists. You should all be incredibly proud. And this means that you are resilient, you are versatile, you are adaptable. But more important than that, because of the qualifications that you now have and the circumstances in which you've gained them, you are perfectly placed to think outside the box. You are perfectly placed to be the real movers and shakers of our future. You are set to be the instigators of real social change and change for the good that our society so greatly needs right now. And I can perhaps relate to that challenge, for I've placed myself through my varied career into positions where I feel that I can make just those small changes. I am a musician, a composer, a performer, but I've not really sought or actually perhaps achieved the heady heights of fame. Most people think, oh, is it not that other Matt Baker? Did anybody? Yeah, I'm sure. Instead, I haven't whizzed down to London. I've stepped outside my front door. I've met and engaged with people literally on my street. I've created plays with the children in the local special school. I've sung with the residents in care homes. I've made a film with the asylum seekers. In my work, I have aimed to give people voice, to connect communities or generations, and to find ways for communities to tell their stories through song, through theatre or film. So, no Oscar, no Grammy, or thousands of Instagram followers here, but I know that I have made a difference. Someone's mum running over to me as I'm walking Dottie, my little dog, just to say that her son George is the happiest he has ever been by being part of a little film. Or Ethel emailing me to say that joining the choir has meant that she has left home for the first time in months due to her depression and social anxiety. A young woman that I know joined our local LGBTQ choir, Proud Marys, and said that she has at last found a family, a place to belong, a reason to exist. Small changes that combined really, really make a difference. So I'm really honoured to be here with you, because we're all going to celebrate a day when we graduate from an institution which promotes diversity, innovation, social change. And so, today, you are all at a turning point. You're going to say goodbye to one incredibly, probably difficult, phase of life's journey. But you say hello to an even more exciting one. One when your resilience, your talents, your knowledge can be applied to a world which I know needs people like you. And so, please, be ambassadors for change. Be ambassadors for a positive, more diverse, community-driven future. The world needs people like you more than ever. And it doesn't have to be on a large scale. We need people who can keep the heartbeat of any community going. The one where you live, the one where you work, or your family and friends. Or maybe a new community that you create through your specific expertise. And whatever the next part of your journey is, whichever path you take, always stop to reassess what is important in life. Now, to finish, I just want to say that I'm right at this moment currently involved in a wonderful musical film project to mark the Queen's Jubilee. Now, it's a project which has involved teenagers interviewing people old enough to have been around when the Queen was crowned. Anybody here old enough to remember the Queen being crowned? One or two. Not because we necessarily want to reflect on the Queen's impressive legacy, but because we wanted to give voice to and share inspiration with people who have lived through at least 7 decades. And together with those teenagers, shape a vision for the future. And so, I will finish with some wonderful words of wisdom which those people offered our youngsters, some real nuggets of inspiration, in the hope that they may resonate with you here today. And here they are. Number 1, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Number 2, look after the world that we pass on to you. Number 3, use your talents for the greater good of those around you. Number 4, be kind, be caring, but be bold. And finally, have ambition, take risks, spark new ideas, and use them to inspire others. And so, I want to wish you all the greatest of happiness and success in your onward journeys. But today, tonight, make sure that you celebrate your incredible achievements. Thank you.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, continuing the presentation of graduates, I shall now present those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees and diplomas of higher education and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Nahida Abbasi. Nazmeen Akhtar. Sumaira Ali. Peter Armstrong. Alison Ball. Khadija Begum. Julie Bell. Curtis Booth. Alexis Brooke Bell. Mike Burt. Linda Carberry. Vida Carter. Dawn Cheshire. Anne-Marie Critchley. Jane Davison. Alexander Deakins. June Mays Denham. Emma Duffy. Katie Dyer. Simone Ellison. Eloise Foster. Amanda Grennan. Gemma Hackney. Peter Halifax. Gail Hampson. Zara Hunt. Jessica Hardy. Rebecca Harrington. Sarah Ellen Hathaway. Donna Hennessy. Susan Higginbottom. Christopher Hickson. Jessica Hilton. Maisie Hindley Dixon. Alexandra Hingley. Gillian Hodgkinson. Christian Holmes. Donna Howarth. Natalie Hunt. Sharon Hines. Alicia Jammer. Saba Javed. James Jones. Kevin Jones. Cherie Keeling. Lynette Kelly. Adele Kent. Wahida Khan. Lawrence Kimani. Sarah Kubat. Helen Kuta. Kerry Lee. Jay Leyland. Lindsay Lynham. Bella Lloyd. Sam Linsky. Movita Madden. Stephen Maguire. Sean Matthews. Selena McCarthy. Claire McCormack. Liam McDonough. Emma McEwen. Lauren Millward. Inga Miranova. Daniel Molyneux. Felicity Morton. Sumaira Mudassar. Dylan Mullen. Ghazia Naseem. Jessica Nolan. Faye Ormston. Nicolaus Ort. Lucy Parker. Naomi Parsonage. Philippa Patterson. Rachel Powwild. Rebecca Pritchard. Hannah Rasky. Helen Reeson. Taylor Rickett. David Ridgway. Zofia Ruzalska. Tushanti Saravan Abavan. Kerry Scott. Donna Seaton. Jennifer Setterington. Emma Jane Shimwell. Rebecca Stead. Danielle Stott. Carla Teal. Mark Tomkinson. Hilary Toohey. Hannah Turford. Beatrice West. Katrina Whitehouse. Anna Wiggins. Lisa Williams. Cara Winstanley. James Winstanley. Christopher Winterburn. Olivia Brown. Sayed Shah.
Now, I'm struggling a bit here because Matt did half of my speech. So I thought I might sing, but then I thought you might all go home, so I'm not going to do that. Could get Matt to sing, maybe. Or I could just carry on. What I did want to echo was his comments about all of the things you face in your lives and how very, very challenging it is. And a lot of you, I said, did you enjoy it? And you said, yes, but it was hard. It was hard, but you did it. It was hard because of all the things that got in the way, but you did it. And look at you, you're all here and you've succeeded. So definitely worth the effort and the pain. As the Pro-Vice-Chancellor students of the Open University, I could not be more proud of you, of what you have achieved, often against those odds with your work, family, and other commitments, and sometimes many other challenges in your lives. And I see you go on too to make important contributions to society. And I was reminded also when Matt was speaking that I had a conversation with my mum on the phone the other day. She would fit your projects, actually. She saw the Queen's coronation, 92. But she said to me, "Are you going to Bridgewater Hall ceremony?" And I said, yes. She said, "I came to see you get your degree there as a mature student." And I thought, yeah, so she did. What goes around comes around. So incredible journey I've had, which started with the Open University, I would say, and then went other places. But it just goes to show that there are so many opportunities to have our lives changed if we just grasp them and take them. I think that you are all the most amazing body of graduates anywhere in the world, as Matt said. You've believed in yourselves and we've believed in you. All of us are dedicated associate lecturers and advisors, the expert academics who produce the courses, the designers and technologists who bring them to life, and all the professional services that make the OU what it is, second to none. And now you've shown what that belief can achieve. I know it will often have been tough, and as Matt said, that would be the case in normal times, let alone getting through a pandemic. And I was really aware, I mean, a lot of you talked about being in nursing and teaching, and the challenges there were incredible for students because they were having to work from home, study from home, key workers having to actually work but manage childcare. Sometimes you're trying to do homeschooling and you've got one computer in the house and everybody's trying to use it. So absolutely incredible. If you can graduate through a pandemic with the Open University, you can do anything. So. And I think that's why employers tell us that what they like about OU graduates is that you're determined and driven. You've juggled study and deadlines with many other demands. But I also know that there is one thing that's harder than being an OU student, and that is actually living with one. Yeah? Yeah. Definite recognition there. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is just stand for a moment, if you're able to, and applaud your friends and family for the support that they've given you during your studies. Thank you. I've actually told a few people as they walked across here that they can milk it for at least a week, so I'm just warning you. When the Open University started back in 1969, our pioneer students and staff really were taking a step into the unknown, putting their faith in a university that was using new methods of teaching and would be open to everyone. Many thought that the OU would fail, but instead it is now one of the most successful universities in the world, with over 2 million people who've studied with us. That's not just a university, it is a social movement. And it's you, our students, who make the university what it is. But we also owe a huge debt of gratitude to the vision of the university's founders. Foremost among them was Jenny Lee, to whom Prime Minister Harold Wilson at the time gave the job of setting up the university, a woman whose own journey from a Scottish mining community to Minister of State shaped in no small measure what the OU is today. I do remember reading that Harold Wilson said that he came up with the idea of the Open University between church and lunch one day. Obviously a fast thinker. Jenny Lee believed that the OU had to be a university for everyone, rich or poor, man or woman, any background. And it would do that while maintaining the highest academic standards. So it was hard, but we were maintaining the highest academic standards. And you, our graduates, have achieved those standards of scholarship and professional practice that she was determined that we would maintain, while opening up that opportunity to more people than ever before. She was determined too that we would be a respected research university, making discoveries, inventing new products, enabling us to understand each other better and to live together peacefully and without endangering our planet. Curiosity is what drives us, and I'm so glad that you chose to join that most human of adventures, to learn and live, as it says in the university crest. Completion of your qualification means you join a community of Open University alumni around the world. You can continue to keep up with news, access careers advice, or come back to study. You are still, and you always will be, a member of the Open University family. And as you leave today, I hope you'll become an ambassador for the Open University and all we stand for. Our values of social and environmental justice, our commitments to inclusion and diversity, and above all, our mission to be open to people, to places, to methods, and to ideas. So do share your experience with others. Let them know what your journey has meant to you and what it could mean to them. We're hugely proud of you and thankful to everyone who supported you through your journey. So, for one last time, would all of today's graduates please stand, and family, friends, guest supporters, let's give this amazing group of people one last huge round of applause. Thank you. The proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. Would all who are able to do so please stand?